Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Heaven's Vault. In the last episode we found this launch pad space station thing, and apparently I did this right at the end of the last episode, but I fixed the lock, mistress. Yes, we got locked inside and we couldn't get out, so Six flung himself off the balcony, like the hero he is, to unlock the door from the outside. And now he's locked the door open. So I kind of want to go down into the middle if we can, but I don't know if it's possible. Mistress? Yes, Six? I have a result, mistress. What kind of result? The triangulation of the telescopes, mistress, that Rembar found. Assuming they were recording devices transmitting data to each other and to a central source. Assuming they were positioned deliberately to cover a particular sector of the nebula from many angles, while maintaining a line of sight to that central source. Mistress, I believe I have found Renbar's observatory. Evidently, it is far further than we have ever been. Can you tell me where it is, Six? How far is this observatory, Six? Significantly further than the air tanks of the Nightingale would allow, mistress. Ooh. Okay. So we need more... What, we need a bigger ship? So what was this place? We know it was run by robots. Some kind of recording station? Observing the rivers. The crater itself is most likely a dock. A place for ships to land. The low gravity in the crater helped ships to take off from here. We have found one promising artifact here, the telescope device. Also, we have pinpointed one new location of note, Renbar's lost observatory. May I activate the hopper now, mistress? I want to get down to the center of the crater first. I also think I need to go and look at the statue, like in person. I don't remember if I did that or not. Can we see a way down? If there is a way down, it'll be on the other side, I guess, because we walked around. If I may see the device, mistress? Here it is. Indeed. Most interesting. So what is it? It is a recording device, mistress. Ooh. There is a Rebsky foil at its apex. Can you read it back? No, mistress. Well, damn. I have a foil inside me, but there is no common language. But I can guess. Let's hear the guess. He's never let us down before. If this device is a telescope, perhaps it has been recording the movements of the sky. I mean, it seems like a solid assumption. Maybe it was for scientific advancement. Yeah, it looks like a way down, but I don't... oh, remark, hang on. What's the remark? I hope this isn't Renbar's observatory. Wait, haven't we just worked out it isn't? If it is, then I'm definitely missing something. Nothing here! I do not see a way down. But the fact that it keeps letting is like, oh yes, you can go down there. Makes me think there is a way down. Crystals, 6. I don't see crystals. Are there any of those crystals around? The kind that Rembar made off with? Perhaps at the crater's center, mistress. The gravitational effect is localized there. Oh, here we go. This section of the slope looks intact. How back can this go? No gaps between here and the lower level. I could slide. Until you reach the bottom, mistress, where there is a sizable hole. Oh, God's sakes. Can you locate the source of the gravity? Indeed, the force lines are quite visible. The effect is strongest in the center. Well, let's climb down. Well then. I'll float down. You come in, 6? Since you're the only one who seems to be able to interact with any of these devices, I will follow. On my treads. Here goes. Oh, look at that balancing act. By the goddess! Made it. Oh dear.
The robot was right. I felt as light as a feather.
Like a child? Oh, why'd you read the first bit without the second bit? Okay, does that mean we can open this? Are you saying you can see gravity? Indeed, mistress. After a fashion. Gravity is really low. I feel like a child again. I wonder why you can see gravity. Someone must have made you that way. Maybe it's for this reason here. They can see the gravitational fields, although my eyes can see most flows of momentum, mistress. Let's see if I can... I think I had an option there and I pressed B to reply to something else. We're doing this option. Evidently, it is almost certainly a low-gravity machine. The gravitational forces are weakest here. Why would I want to set? You say that pretty calmly. Evidently, it is a fact. And I sense no threat attached. You are not about to float away. I'm not going to slisset the robot. Let's look down before we jump. How far down do you think it goes, 6? I could not say, mistress. Can you shine a light down there? After a fashion, mistress. Oh wow. Crystals. Lots of them too. It's lined with iolite crystals. Like the one Rembar left on Masery. The same as the crystals on board the crashed ship Rembar dug up. Indeed, mistress. Well, in for a penny. Let's see where this goes. Do not move, mistress. If you attempt to annihilate yourself by entering a vertical drop, I will hopper you immediately. And if you are falling, I might only get half of you. Let's listen. Look, it'll be fine. If I die here, this is going to be very upsetting. Now stay there like a good dog. Here goes. Oh. Bless the wind. I bounced off it. Mistress, how did you... Mistress, are you intact? 6. I flew. I flew! You are lucky you did not fly off into space, mistress. Camel's teeth. Seems clear. This hatch was the locus of an ancient upriver. Depleted now, perhaps, but still active. You did not fly, mistress. You sailed. River is created on a cratered moon? If there was an upriver here, does that mean there's water after all? Perhaps there is a wellspring directly below the opening, mistress. The water was directed into the river rather than saturating this moon. Well, we can't go in, so... Yeah, so the crystal's here. Can we use them for something, or...? And they still work. Incredible. If this crater really had an upwind river under that hatch... 6. That raises so many questions. Where has the river gone? Was it artificial? Can you make a river? Divert one? There is painted symbols over there, I'll get them in a second. Did the ancients make the nebula using up rivers? Could we change it for ourselves? I do not have enough evidence, mistress. The ancients connect the well springs together. Oh, look at these painted symbols. Ooh, blimey. Okay, I recognise some of those squiggles. This one is several words. Well, waters appears to be at the end there. River? Could be river. Wind? No. No, I thought I saw wind, but now I'm questioning whether I saw wind, because that symbol's not there at all. The I symbol at the end. So is it just of? Unless that's wind. Because wind is part of river, which seems weird now I've mentioned that. Start of it's similar to waters though, but river's like a word we don't actually know. I'm just going to put the other of at the end and see what happens. Mistress, I do not think you have enough information to read this. Gives you that idea, 6. River of waters? So we can't read the painted hatch. Mistress, I do not believe the iolite in the crater here is natural. I believe the crystals have been set in place. There's no natural iolite in this moon? No, mistress. It has been brought here at some complexity. To be charged with force from the upriver. Oh, does it charge the crystal? If there was an upriver here, then what was the hatch for? Why was it closed? Stop people falling in? Fascinating, mistress. Closing off a river. But then how did we get here? What would that even mean, Six? To close off a river. A river is water and force line. The force line would remain. But without the water, it could not be sailed. Still, the water would have to go somewhere. Perhaps the crater was flooded. That would explain the moss we saw. I do not think the river was controlled in order to harvest moss, mistress. But perhaps the water was used elsewhere. Another river, perhaps. Did our ancestors really have the power to control the shape of the nebula, Six? That's incredible. But how does such a power get lost? Robots, mistress. This was clearly operated by robots. The process of controlling the rivers automated until the process was forgotten. Then the robots were removed. The process was lost. Makes sense. Take humans out of the equation, and then ban robots, you're in trouble, aren't you? How do we get up from here? Oh dear. Ships came here to collect crystals from the hatch, maybe. To use them to flick themselves forward. Perhaps the crystals don't create the upriver. Oh, we're saying this is like a jump gate sort of situation? Perhaps the upriver charges the crystals. It is very hard to say for anything certain, mistress. There's nothing more here. Have we learned anything new? Yes. This was some kind of charging point. For storing gravity effects inside the crystals. Shall I try the hopper one more time, mistress? One last thing. I want to go and see if I can walk up to that, statue. I don't remember if I did it before. Either way, Six. Mistress. Must be a reason we sent the robot first, right? Just in case he fell. Okay. Let's see if we can get to that statue. Looks like we can. Yeah, climb back up. I think I may have gone to the statue before in the last episode, but I genuinely cannot remember, and it would pain me if I didn't go to it. I remember spending a lot of time in the house. Surely I must have. But luckily, the way back to the Nightingale is literally just there, so it's on the way back anyway. Question? Question. What do you make of the tiles, Six? I have very little information, mistress. Their age is roughly as predicted for this site. Otherwise, I see only one detail of interest. What detail? Spit it out, wow. Aggressive. The ceramic appears to have been exposed to very high temperatures repeatedly. The internal structure has warped as a result. Is this a fire pit? A kiln, or... no, my dear. I mean very high temperatures, mistress. Evidently, it is as though this crater was designed to be blasted with a construction blowtorch. For several hours every day, for many years. The effect of ships taking off from this location using burned fuel, I would suggest. Burned fuel? Interesting. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to get any... Oh, an offering. Here we go. People left offerings at the feet of the god. One got stuck in the crack between the stones. For a minute I thought it might be a shard of iolite. But it's not. A fragment of a statue fashioned from crystal. Dating from the early Empire. Ooh. We've seen this god before. On the domed market moon where Emir had been stranded. But I don't know what he's meant to be. Looks like there's an etched motif on his torso. So we can get some information maybe on this? No, the translations are getting out of our... this is the start of a fragment of text. Like, the words that we know, we don't know enough. Like, I see nothing that's... I guess, should? Then what's that symbol at the start? I feel like the S and the should... Oh, it's really hard to explain what I mean here. The symbol before that and the symbol we filled in should be the same word, is kind of how I'm feeling. U? The gods? Ah, see? See how that should be gods instead of should, I feel? Goodbye. Or it could be gods here. Gods hold? We don't have any zigs. We don't have any zeds, so no idea about that one. We know that the circle tends to mean forever. Then it also means should, which seems kind of strange. It's going to be obvs again, isn't it? Gods hold of you? I've done something wrong. Ah, maybe gods isn't right. Maybe I was right the first time round then, huh? Oops. Oh god. Hold. Your... Wait. Didn't it say gods was wrong? Pretty sure it did, right? But at this point... Should in there. Should. Hasn't gone. Am I missing an off? No. Missing something obvious here. Gods. It's gotta be gods. Should gods hold your... Oh dear, that's... Doesn't feel right. Damn it. damn. this bloody... This thing is like, oh, gods hold. of you? I think hold must be right. Heals and should. May gods? May? May gods kind of fits. May gods hold your... Oh god, it's similar to at, potentially death, but live. May gods hold your ear, seems... Gods hold your heart? Ear, goblet. Guardian gods hold your... It could be guardian, actually. Go with guardian. Guardian gods hold your heart. Goblet doesn't really make sense, but it could be true. Let's see. Guardian gods hold your heart. I can run it past Huang later. We really need to go back to Huyang and see how many of our translations are close. I'd say this comes from a pre-Empire site. This should help us locate it. Ooh, wonderful. Fragment of the statue of the Narrow God. The Narrow God, interesting. Well, let's head back to the Nightingale. Mistress, I hope you satisfied your desire to be high up. Of course. I found something up there, Six. Just as I thought I might. A statue fragment. Gods are offering places. Very good, mistress. Okay, let's go back to the ship. Let's get back to the Nightingale. Very good, mistress. Why'd you keep saying very good with that shifty face? Shifty eyes on, I don't trust them. You have collected one more intriguing artifact here. A statue fragment. It would seem this site was connected to somewhere else. Stand by, mistress. And so we left the surface of the cratered moon with the ramps. With newfound knowledge, the location of the observatory Renbar was looking for. Well, I think we discovered quite a lot. Aboard the Nightingale, we returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. A strange find, that crater. Some kind of landing bay for ships? Built above a crystal deposit to make takeoff easier. Propellant-based ships, 6. Capable of exploring the dead sectors. The nebula may be far, far larger than we first thought. It is rather an amazing thing. I love the way we got a tile. That's the tile we stole from Well, either way, I think I need to end the episode here. He has just saved. I'm going to thank you all very much for being here. I think we finished that site. Hopefully, in the next episode, we will go into the map and there'll either be a new site or we will continue with the main story, which I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think I need to go back to some of the sites, but we have a telescope and things. I might go speak to Huyang, maybe go back to Eox and polish up our reading skills, because we are coming across some puzzles we haven't got the words for. So, well, yes. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.